Ever wondered how some people seem to effortlessly outsmart everyone else? Today we venture into the world of Stoicism, unveiling 5 simple keys that not only enhance your intelligence, but also provide you with an advantage in this competitive world, helping you stay composed, calm, and collected. Stay until the end because the last one helped me the most, putting me ahead of everyone. Number 1. Continuous learning. The Stoics, with their philosophical outlook, place a significant emphasis on the process of learning itself. They believe that the journey of acquiring knowledge and wisdom is just as valuable, if not more so, than the ultimate destination. Rather than fixating solely on the end result, they encourage individuals to embrace and appreciate the experience of continuous learning. In the Stoic tradition, the journey of learning is seen as an opportunity for personal growth and self-improvement. It is through this ongoing process that we develop our understanding of the world, expand our perspectives, and cultivate wisdom. The Stoics recognized that true knowledge is not a static state, but a dynamic and evolving pursuit. The Stoics encourage us to approach the journey of learning with a sense of curiosity, wonder, and humility. They remind us that we are all perpetual students, constantly seeking to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can embrace the inherent challenges and uncertainties that come with learning, viewing them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to overcome. Adopting a Stoic mindset towards continuous education involves actively seeking knowledge from a variety of sources. The Stoics believed in the importance of exploring diverse perspectives and ideas to broaden one's understanding of the world. By doing so, we can gain a more comprehensive and nuanced view of reality. To embrace a Stoic approach to continuous learning, it is essential to be open-minded and receptive to different sources of information. This can include reading books and articles on various subjects, listening to podcasts or lectures by experts in different fields, engaging in meaningful conversations with others, and even seeking out new experiences that challenge our existing beliefs. The Stoics understood that learning is not limited to formal education or traditional institutions. They encouraged individuals to be curious and inquisitive, constantly seeking new knowledge and insights. By exploring different sources of information, we can expand our intellectual horizons and develop a well-rounded understanding of the world. A Stoic mindset towards continuous education involves approaching learning with discipline and perseverance. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-discipline and self-control in the pursuit of knowledge. They recognized that true learning requires dedication, effort, and a willingness to overcome obstacles and setbacks along the way. In the face of challenges, the Stoics encourage us to maintain a resilient mindset. They teach us to embrace difficulties as opportunities for growth and to persevere in our pursuit of knowledge. By cultivating resilience, we can overcome obstacles, adapt to new circumstances, and continue our journey of learning with determination. In conclusion, the Stoics' emphasis on the journey of learning reminds us that continuous education is a lifelong endeavor. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can embrace the process of learning, seek knowledge from diverse sources, and approach our educational pursuits with discipline and perseverance. Through this approach, we can cultivate wisdom, expand our understanding of the world, and experience personal growth along the way. Number 2. Developing critical thinking skills. In the realm of critical thinking, Stoic philosophy encourages us to question our assumptions and judgments. It teaches us to examine our beliefs and opinions with a rational and objective mindset. By doing so, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of not blindly accepting ideas or opinions without careful examination. Instead, it encourages us to engage in thoughtful reflection and analysis. This involves questioning the assumptions that underlie our beliefs and challenging the judgments we make about ourselves and others. By adopting a Stoic approach to critical thinking, we can cultivate a more rational and unbiased perspective. We learn to recognize our own biases and preconceived notions, allowing us to make more informed decisions and form more accurate judgments. Now I will give some examples of critical thinking aligned with Stoic principles. Suspending judgment. Stoicism teaches us to suspend judgment until we have thoroughly examined the evidence and considered different perspectives. instead of jumping to conclusions or making hasty judgments. We take the time to gather information and evaluate it critically. For example, when encountering a new YouTube video, we refrain from immediately forming an opinion and instead watch it with an open mind, considering its content, quality, and relevance. Questioning assumptions. Stoic philosophy encourages us to question the assumptions that underlie our beliefs and actions. We challenge the validity of our assumptions and seek evidence to support or refute them. Analyzing arguments. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of analyzing arguments and reasoning. We critically evaluate the logic and evidence presented in support of a claim or idea. By scrutinizing the strength of arguments, we can identify fallacies, biases, or inconsistencies. Number 3, emotional intelligence. Stoic philosophy offers valuable insights into understanding and managing our emotions. It teaches us that emotions are not inherently good or bad, but rather are judgments and interpretations of events that trigger these emotions. By recognizing this, we can gain a deeper understanding of our emotional responses and take control of them. Stoicism encourages us to observe our emotions with a sense of detachment, like an impartial observer. Instead of being consumed by our emotions, we can step back and examine them objectively. This practice allows us to identify the underlying beliefs or judgments that contribute to our emotional reactions. The Stoics believed that our emotions are influenced by our thoughts and perceptions. They emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. By focusing on what is within our control, such as our thoughts and actions, we can better manage our emotions. For example, if we encounter a challenging situation that triggers anger, the Stoics would advise us to examine our thoughts and beliefs about the situation. Are we making assumptions or holding unrealistic expectations? By questioning our thoughts and challenging any irrational beliefs, we can gain a more rational perspective and reduce the intensity of our emotional response. The Stoics believed in the power of reason to guide our emotions. They emphasized the importance of cultivating wisdom and virtue to achieve emotional well-being. By developing our rational faculties and aligning our actions with moral principles, we can cultivate a sense of inner tranquility and resilience in the face of emotional challenges. Now let's see some Stoic strategies for improving emotional intelligence. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of being present in the moment and fully aware of our thoughts and emotions. By practicing mindfulness, we can develop a heightened sense of self-awareness, allowing us to recognize and understand our emotions as they arise. This awareness enables us to respond to our emotions in a more thoughtful and deliberate manner. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control and accept what is beyond it. When it comes to emotions, this means acknowledging that we cannot always control the external events that trigger our emotions. However, we can control our responses and how we choose to interpret and process these emotions. By accepting this distinction, we can avoid unnecessary suffering and focus on managing our emotional reactions effectively. Stoicism encourages us to develop emotional resilience by training ourselves to respond to challenging situations with equanimity. This involves recognizing that setbacks and difficulties are a natural part of life and viewing them as opportunities for growth and learning. By reframing our perspective, we can build resilience and navigate through emotional challenges with greater ease. Number 4, time management. Stoicism offers profound insights into the value of time and how we can make the most of it. By embracing Stoic wisdom, we can develop effective time management skills that allow us to outsmart others and achieve our goals. Stoics remind us that time is a finite resource. It is a precious and limited asset that cannot be replenished. By acknowledging the fleeting nature of time, we become more mindful of how we choose to spend it. This awareness motivates us to make the most of each moment and avoid wasting time on trivial matters. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the present moment rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. By directing our attention to the here and now, we can fully engage in our tasks and make efficient use of our time. This practice of mindfulness helps us avoid distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. Stoics emphasize the importance of prioritizing our actions and goals. By identifying our core values and long-term objectives, We can allocate our time and energy accordingly. This allows us to avoid getting caught up in trivial pursuits and instead focus on activities that align with our values and contribute to our personal growth. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate discipline and self-control in managing our time. By resisting the temptation of instant gratification and practicing delayed gratification, we can make wiser choices that lead to long-term success. This discipline enables us to allocate our time effectively and avoid procrastination. I have some practical tips for you. Begin each day by identifying the most important tasks that align with your values and long-term goals. Focus on completing these tasks first before moving on to less critical ones. This approach ensures that your time is dedicated to activities that truly matter. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, exemplified the principle of prioritizing tasks in his daily life. Despite his demanding role as an emperor, he made it a habit to prioritize tasks that aligned with his values and responsibilities. For example, Marcus Aurelius would start his day by focusing on matters of state and governance. He would address pressing issues, make important decisions, and ensure the smooth functioning of the empire. By tackling these critical tasks first, he ensured that his time and energy were dedicated to the well-being of his people and the stability of the empire. Only after attending to these essential matters would Marcus Aurelius move on to other tasks that were of lesser importance. This disciplined approach allowed him to effectively manage his time and ensure that he fulfilled his duties as an emperor while staying true to his values of justice, wisdom, and virtue. Allocate specific time blocks for different activities throughout your day. This technique helps you stay organized and focused on one task at a time. By dedicating uninterrupted periods to specific tasks, you can maximize productivity and avoid distractions. Stoicism encourages simplicity and minimalism in all aspects of life, including time management. Avoid overcommitting yourself and learn to say no to non-essential tasks or obligations. By decluttering your schedule and focusing on what truly matters, you create more time and energy for what is truly important. Marcus Aurelius practiced saying no to non-essential tasks or obligations that would distract him from his responsibilities and values. By decluttering his schedule and prioritizing his time, he was able to dedicate himself fully to his duties as an emperor and his personal growth as a Stoic philosopher. Embracing minimalism and time management allows us to avoid spreading ourselves too thin and becoming overwhelmed. By consciously choosing to focus on what truly matters, we can allocate our time and energy more effectively, leading to increased productivity and a greater sense of fulfillment. Number 5, adaptability. Stoic teachings emphasize the importance of embracing change and adapting to the circumstances we face. By cultivating adaptability, we can develop resilience, maintain inner peace, and outsmart the challenges that come our way. The Stoics recognized that change is an inherent part of the human experience. They believed that resisting or fearing change only leads to suffering and discontentment. Instead, they encouraged individuals to accept the impermanence of life and to adapt their mindset and actions accordingly. According to Stoic philosophy, the key to adaptability lies in focusing on what is within our control and accepting what is beyond it. We cannot control external events or the actions of others, but we can control our own thoughts, attitudes, and responses. By directing our energy towards what we can influence, we can adapt more effectively to changing circumstances. Examples of successful adaptability from a Stoic viewpoint: Epictetus and the broken leg. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once broke his leg. Instead of lamenting his misfortune, he accepted the situation with equanimity. Epictetus recognized that he could not change the fact that his leg was broken, but he could control his response to it. He adapted by focusing on his recovery, maintaining a positive mindset, and continuing his philosophical teachings. Seneca and exile. Seneca, another influential Stoic philosopher, was exiled by Emperor Nero. Despite the loss of his wealth and status, Seneca adapted to his new circumstances with grace and resilience. He continued to practice Stoicism, writing letters and philosophical treatises that have inspired generations. Seneca's adaptability allowed him to find meaning and purpose, even in the face of adversity. These examples demonstrate how Stoic philosophy encourages individuals to embrace change and uncertainty with a calm and rational mindset. If this video has provided you with valuable information and inspiration, please show your support by hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. Your appreciation means a lot to me and motivates me to continue creating useful and engaging content. See you in the next video with new ideas, tips, and inspiration. Until then, have a wonderful and healthy day.